All right, guys. So I haven't done a video in a while. To be honest, I have not felt up to the task. Let me just be real for a second. Um, so you know how it goes. Sometimes in life you feel like you've been taken advantage of, or you're just disregarded, ignored, cast to the side, and you start questioning like who's trustworthy, who are your real friends, does anybody care, is everybody just in it for themselves. And it's all that type of stuff has been happening for the last couple weeks, and it's been very demotivating and honestly very discouraging. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to um, give myself permission to do that. That might affect the channel, but to be honest, the DeFi space in general has been pretty depressing. Um, There's been a lot of just rug pulls, rogue devs, and even uh, I'm not going to get into anything in this video. Um, I just wanted to be honest with where I'm at, and thank you for those that support. I know I posted yesterday in our group um, just where I'm at, why I'm not doing videos. Not that America cares. I get it. Um, I'm a small YouTuber in a small niche space. I get that. But I think it's encouraging um, when you see other human beings just being honest. And so, yeah, I'm just being honest with where things are at. As far as the DeFi space, you guys, I have been posting my updates on my June challenge now that we're in July. You could see that there's only really 2.5 that are left standing, which again, if you're DeFi, it's not a shocker. The ones that are standing, I do feel like are worthy of a mention. So um, I will get to that. This is qubits, and I have a stake running right now. They're always 12-hour or 24-hour stakes. And so I've got that running, and that's been going well. This reminds me of like the AMZ Doge, so be careful. But the reason I bring that up is because AMZ Doge had a pretty long run life where you could at least ROI. Then I've got Prima FX. They've changed their website. Some people complaining they're not getting withdrawals. I don't know whether those are people that actually had stakes or people that are just trolling. I don't know. I do have an active stake. You can see I've reduced it to about 359. I have had a couple withdrawals, but they've all been pretty small and insignificant. You can see my dashboard has less than 10 bucks. So this is a kind of a wait and see project to see if it's still active. And then the last one here, Polyvera, this one's been actually doing really well. I did an AMA with their founder. She was really nice. Go check her out on my channel. And you guys can see here, I don't have any stakes left. Or I have multiple stakes in this. I think around 5,000 bucks. And obviously everything's been going really, really well. So that's awesome. But to be honest, guys, that's really it. Um, that's the projects that I'm in. If you want to look at an update, 3 projects. That's it. That's all I have. Pretty sad state of affairs. So um, as far as Liquid IX, uh, this project here, they believe that mid-July they'll have their KYC form ready where everyone that wants to continue to get withdrawals can do so. By filling out a KYC, which none of us are excited about. I understand that, but I wanted to give you that update. I messaged support just yesterday and said, when will that be done? They said mid-July. So there you go. That's a quick update on where I'm at personally, where my projects are at in DeFi, and then letting you know I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break mentally here, and then I'll come back and we'll continue. I don't know. I might change the focus on this channel. Um, I don't know. I could cover a lot of different things that I'm in. Like today's been a great day. Look at Tesla, 229. Are you kidding me? So obviously this is one of my largest positions, and this is awesome seeing it up 9% today. got a huge stake in Apple and Palantir as well. So all of these have done really well. Had a big stake in Nvidia. I've also taken some profits. It just seems like it's kind of topped at this point. At least it might keep running though. A lot of analysts believe that this still has a 1 to 2 year shelf life left of growth. But I think the utilization of AI is important to watch. What companies are genuinely giving testimony to AI being a game changer in their revenue and their top line. I'm not at the point where I believe every job's going to get replaced by AI, but I do need exposure to AI, and that's why I own Tesla. That's why I own Apple. The reason I own Apple, guys, is because I believe that the iPhone refresh rate is coming. That if Apple requires you to update your phone in order to get access to a lot of these AI components, like the upgraded Siri feature, the access to ChatGPT via Siri, a lot of people are going to opt into finally upgrading their phone. Even though their phones work fine, they'll say, it's a software reason. I want to have access to those features. I think if Apple does a good job in marketing those features, which they always do, people will be persuaded to upgrade their iPhone. And that is where Apple's main revenue is. It's still in iPhones. Obviously, Apple's done a great job pivoting from a hardware company to a software app store company, and their margins on their app store continues to go up and to the right. So I'm not selling Apple. If anything, I want to own Apple going into a new refresh cycle. Tesla's delivery numbers today were absolutely amazing. They broke records, and the big thing that no one saw was their energy department. Had incredible margins and revenue increases. Tesla is not an automobile company. I think the street is finally seeing that. And we're still talking about cars and energy. We have not baked in any of this August 8th event, the robotaxi event. None of that is baked into their stock price. And if you let's just look at a daily chart on Tesla. You guys can see it's got a lot of room to still grow. It's still down over the course of a year. So I imagine running up into the August 8th event, you're going to see around here 290 to 300. I think it's going to run up there, in my opinion, not financial advice. So again, I'm not selling at this point. I'm not even doing covered calls because I just think, imagine like I was about to do a covered calls and options at 225, and I would have got screwed today. I'm glad I didn't. That was literally yesterday because the premium is really juicy. But you guys can see here that 300 multiple touches here. I don't know if it gets up toward there. There it is again. I might be taking some profit. I imagine after August 8th, you're going to have a pullback, just buy the rumor, sell the news type event. But again, if you sell and you've owned the stock less than a year, you're going to pay capital gains tax on that. And unfortunately, that's the price you pay living in the US. So your brokerages will report that. So you have to report that too. Palantir, obviously bullish on this, given the state of Ukraine, Russia, war, technology. I think this is a big AI play for military, and if you see no end in sight to that, or Middle East conflict, and I think a lot of countries are going to invest in companies like Palantir so that they can have access to the latest greatest AI for wartime bullcrap. Whether you like it or not, I don't like it, but this is clearly the industry leading software, and they're not just an LLM. I like their CEO, Alex Kaparth, or what's his name, Alex Karp, and his bullish fever on his own company is pretty cool. Nvidia is just amazing, but you can see here since what is this? All of June, we've just kind of plateaued, haven't moved much. So people taking profits, probably taking money from Nvidia and throwing it back into Tesla, since Tesla's had no growth this year. Okay, I mean, look at, we're back here in 2023. There's been no growth in Tesla whatsoever. Now I get it. Nobody's buying cars. Okay, the car sector is an interest sensitive sector, and so when you have high interest rates, people's purchasing power just goes really, really low, right? Um, when manufacturers were able to offer 1% or 0% financing, you had a boom in the automobile industry. So again, I think I think Tesla being seen as a automobile company is a little old school, but that's fine. The street doesn't put any weight onto Robotaxi or their Optimus Robotics department. They're not going to put a dollar sign on any of that. That's just pipe dream stuff for the street. Because you think about it, the street, they manage people's money and they have to do their models. And their models are going to show no profit, no revenue for Robotaxi and for robotics. So they're not going to bake that into their evaluation of where the stock is going. This is why, as a retail guy, a guy who manages his own portfolio on purpose, I can see where we're going. I do see the update videos on Tesla's version FSD 12.4.2, and I watch the videos on YouTube. I see the incremental advancements of how well the software is performing, and it helps me as an investor to know whether to buy or hold or sell the stock. And that's just Robotaxi. You know, I think August 8th is going to be a huge run up, a lot of anticipation to that event. And so even if you're scared what happens after the event, you can play that event. Now, Tesla does have earnings, I believe, July 17th. Given their margins, one, Tesla fired a bunch of employees. That's going to help with margins. The price of lithium has come way down. That's going to help make their vehicles, their COGS, cost of goods, a lot lower. And then the third thing, energy. Tesla's energy margins is increased, the revenue as well. So you add all that together and you might beat the street's expectations. Remember, the street does not have a lot of bullish fever on Tesla or any automobile company for that matter. So we'll see. All right, that's my analysis. No advice, but these are the things that I'm doing. And with DeFi, there's so many projects that still want to talk or me to cover that. I just haven't been motivated. Yeah, I maybe I'll get into the specifics one day, but I don't want to screw or hurt anybody, and I don't want to do anything negative. I'd rather just go away for a little while. I'm frustrated, mad, sad, disappointed, all those emotions. And I just know that maybe that's time to just take a break. So hopefully you can relate. You know that life isn't always perfect, that people can disappoint. Life happens. But that's okay. It's part of the human experience. I'm just trying to learn how to love and show respect and decency, and I can only control myself, you know. You can't control others. You can't. I just want to become a better person through everything. Not virtue signaling, just saying these are the things that I'm processing. Like who are you? And what are you about and all that stuff. So, all right. I've mumbled enough. Thanks for watching my video, guys. I really do appreciate your support, your liking, your subscribing, the joining my Telegram group. I'll put it in the description below. There is going to be a lot of scammers. They're going to try to reach out to you and fake me and all this. Ignore them. Ignore every DM. I don't DM people, okay, in the DMs. So I love you guys. We'll see you in a little bit. Thanks for hanging out and waiting on me. We'll get through this. All right. See you. Bye.